welcome Philadelphia Eagles fans and welcome to NFL fans to I believe it's week 10 of the 2025-2026 football season, when my Philadelphia Eagles will be facing the Green Bay Packers in Wisconsin, Monday Night Football. Yes, I am not on North Broad Street today because this video is happening a little bit later because I had an awesome weekend. I'm not going to apologize for it whatsoever. I was not able to get out to North Broad Street when I came back home, and so I'm doing the video this way. So that's part of just me being me. That being said, this week is going to be very, very interesting, right? Because there's been a lot of either upsets or just like crazy scores. The NFL is evolving a little bit. There's a couple different pieces and parts that are like moving, where I see there's some manipulation happening out there, which I do have some, how do I say it, like conspiracy theory kind of things. I also see how the Eagles are actually favored in the eyes of the NFL right now. One of the main catalysts is the 250-year anniversary of this country that's going to happen here in Philadelphia, 2026, because that was the capital of the United States, 1776. So what better place in order for the celebration of the country than in Philadelphia? And what better start off is with a Super Bowl victory, a two-time Super Bowl victory parade in Philadelphia, or at least a significant run. But I think it's going to end in a Super Bowl victory. Let me just dive in on a little bit of there, then I'm going to go a little bit into Eagles, and then I'm actually going to go to Larry's Cheesesteaks near St. Jude's University for dinner tonight. It's like 6 o'clock right now, and we'll see if I post something extra either to Facebook or Instagram or something like that for that. No guarantees, but if it happens, I'm all for it. So, okay, look, here's the deal. Like, I don't like that gambling is a big part of the NFL. Especially with a guy like Pete Rose that played on the Philadelphia Phillies, that got banned from the Hall of Fame while he was alive. Gambling has been a big part of professional sports, which I think has an influence on how games are played. There's enough referees that came out that have said, especially like the basketball ones, but enough referees have come out and say, hey, look, we're supposed to like favor this team a little bit. So whatever that might be. So if you look at like the Broncos and the Raiders suck. The Broncos are supposed to be like this hot team, but for whatever reason, the Broncos scored 10 points, 10-7 against the Raiders. The Falcons don't seem to be on the same league as like the surging Colts, but for whatever reason, the Colts and the Falcons went to overtime. Okay, the Jets beating the Browns. The Jets absolutely suck, right? But the Jets beat a Browns team that's beat like other good teams. The Saints beating the Panthers. The Panthers have beaten decent teams and look like they could be in the playoffs. But then they lose to the Saints. I understand it's a divisional game, so like you have that excuse. It's almost like when the Eagles lost to the Giants. Divisional game, so yeah, but no. Patriots beating the Bucs. The Bucs are a legit team. I'll tell you as an Eagles fan, I don't want to face the Bucs in the playoffs because they always have our number. I know we beat them during the regular season this year. They were like heavily injured. I don't want to face the Bucs. The Bucs are a dangerous team. The Patriots are looking more like the real deal in the AFC right now. If like the playoffs ended, I think Kansas City's like out of it, and the other teams, which you'll hear later on, look like crap. So like the Patriots right now are the most consistent team in the AFC. That's crazy. The Ravens beating the Vikings. The Vikings jumped out there and looked like there was some level of legit, but now the Ravens are like one game out of first place in the AFC North. What? If they get healthy, they can go on a run. The Bills getting smacked by the Dolphins. What? Nobody picked that. Nobody picked that, right? But then the Bills, they gave a lot of money to Vegas for that reason. And for whatever reason, too, because if you look at their schedule and who they've beaten and who they've lost to, right, they look like a trash team. But people are going to still pick them to go to the Super Bowl. People are going to still pick Josh Allen to be an MVP. Yes, this comes from an Eagles fan that doesn't understand all the hate to like Jalen Hurts. The Giants were beating the Bears most of this game. Then they lost. The Bears are still like in the playoffs like right now. That's crazy. Texans beating the Jaguars, that's a little bit more normal. Seahawks absolutely smacking the Cardinals. Are the Seahawks a big contender in the NFC? Right now, if the season ended without the Eagles playing and evening it up, Seahawks are the number 1 seed. What? Okay. 44 points against the Cardinals. 44 points Lions over the Commanders. 44-22. Are the Lions legit? Well, the Lions just lost some stupid games. I think they just lost to the Vikings or so. Rams absolutely smacking the Niners. Eagles have the tiebreaker against the Rams. Chargers smacking the Steelers, which the Steelers just beat the Colts. So what does that mean for the AFC? So there's a lot of questions there. Conspiracy theory out and stuff. There's some parts I think the NFL is fixed to a certain point. Sure. That being said, there's like this narrative that's happening right now that is the Philadelphia Eagles. We're getting guys back. I know we had a dude that like retired off a defensive line. It's going to be his mistake. We just traded for for Phillips, which is a defensive end from the Dolphins. Howie Roseman strikes again. People are still trading with him. I think that's awesome. 3rd round pick that could potentially look like it's free. What else? We traded for some corners. All we're trying to do is see what sticks. Alexander, he's there. Dude from the Jets, he's there as well. We're seeing if somebody can play alongside with Quinell Mitchell while keeping Cooper DeJean in his spot to be the most effective. We find one of those dudes that can be effective enough. Our defense just got ridiculous because we have that defensive end coming back. Not coming back, but we traded for him. And we also have Brandon Graham. Brandon Graham might get like 2 or 3 sacks. That's fine. We're looking for him to be a veteran presence. Nolan Smith is coming back. Like we have all these pieces now with our bye week exactly where it's supposed to be coming back. And our offense is starting to light it up. Our offense is like we're going to get A.J. Brown back. Devontae Smith is a wide receiver 1 on every team. So we have A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, A and B. Or A or AA, whatever you want to say it. I don't want to even give disrespect to Devontae Smith because that guy's a wide receiver number 1. We have enough wide receivers. We have enough tight ends. We have Saquon Barkley. We have that stinking running back we got from the Jaguars that looks like he's going to be a bigger factor in the second half of this season for us than what we initially thought. It looks like we're building a juggernaut. I like that being an Eagles fan. I'm sitting right here next to Super Bowl 52 and Super Bowl 59 rings and wine bottles. Yeah, which is awesome. It's a great time to be an Eagles fan because I didn't imagine this until even a few years ago, that we'd be winning Super Bowls and looking for another one and catching up to everybody in our division. So we win one more, then we'd be tied with Washington. We'd win one more after that. We'd be tied with the Giants. And win one more after that, we'd be tied with Dallas. We're catching up. I love that. But this is the beginning. People are going to say what they're going to say. I could care less what those people have to say. Because all the spectators in the world, there's going to be more on that in the future, but all the spectators in the world have everything they have to say on the couch. But it takes the real fans that are out there that truly believe to post stuff like this and to like just be honest about where things are at and go forward and support the team, especially if you've ever been through the 3-13 season that we sucked. We've gone through some of the draft picks that we went through that sucked. Now we get to enjoy Howie Roseman, who he really is now. And now we get to enjoy Jeffrey Lurie, who he is now. And now we get to enjoy Nick Sirianni. He's not Andy Reid, but then he is doing Andy Reid type stuff. Andy Reid is still a legendary coach here in Philadelphia. Wish you all the luck, just not against my team. We get to experience all of that and use this what I hope is use this as an excuse to believe in something bigger in our own personal lives. So this video's gone long enough. I'm just gonna use this for proof. I don't expect anybody to watch it. I'm gonna probably guess about 3 views or 4 views. I'm okay with that. Because later in life, within the next few years, people will flock to videos like this. And oh, I was there. No, it's the real fans, the 5 that are gonna watch this. I'll remember you. I will. When the party happens, you're invited. Leave a comment if you actually watch this video before the game, because I'm gonna post this and it's gonna be like an hour left before kickoff. I'm gonna go to Larry's, get cheesesteaks for me and my kids, and come back. Leave a comment so I have a timestamp on who watched what when. And then the Eagles are gonna smack the Bears by 21. Let's go Birds. I love it. I have the energy for it, and I'm going to stay up for a while. I'm still going to go to work, and then I'm just going to be obnoxious tomorrow. So from my dining room, let's go Birds, baby.